In today's video, we take a look at a man who took his ex-wife to court for child support, and this woman here, who wants other women to put some effort into their relationships. But before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification.
Sometimes you gotta make the first move, sis. Take this husband's advice. The man should not be doing all the initiating. A man wants to feel desired too. He wants to feel loved too. And I don't know if some of y'all picked up on this, but men start to get very distant the more you deny. The more you push him away, the more you're gonna get your wish. He's gonna seem distant. He's not gonna wanna communicate. He might even go distract himself with work or friends or video games. And then you just think he's just this bitter, angry, resentful, withdrawn guy when he's literally just doing this just to keep his sanity. For a man, begging is no fun. And as this commenter was saying, it definitely affects the ability to perform and enjoy it. Your pleasure is their pleasure, at least for most men. And when a man is pushed away and denied for so long, he no longer has the same feelings towards you or about intimacy with you anymore. And when, if ever, you guys are intimate again, he may not really be into it. Then you might get in your head thinking, well, why is he not into it? Does he not think I'm sexy? Does he not want to be with me? No, it's because he pursued you for so long and you pushed him away. And when you played this little game of cat and mouse, you tried to come crawling your way back, you've made him lose interest. Ask me how I know, because I did this, and I had to make a very big change to turn my marriage around. So I'll tell you this, initiation goes a long way. Making your man feel desired and loved and valued goes a long freaking way. Don't just make your husband pursue you and then deny him, actually pursue him back.
That type of woman who is willing to put the effort into her relationship, like she said, is very rare in today's world, as most modern women would rather berate and humiliate a guy whenever they get an opportunity, because that's what they have been brainwashed into doing. The only thing most women can initiate for a man is a lawsuit for alimony or child support, as we see in this clip here.
I think he's spending all his money on his new fiance.
So you're mad about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty mad about it.
Okay. Well, get over it. That's the first thing.
Talk about your situation. You were married for 14 years, correct?
Yes. I did not work when I was married.
Oh.
0. And
Wait.
then 2 years after my divorce, he opened the case for child support.
Based.
And then within a year, I became over a year, I had companies that they were making multi-million dollars. And then when he found out that I'm making money, he came after me. He opened the case, and then
equality.
Yeah.
Wait. So okay, are you still paying alimony?
No, after they were 18 years old,
faster.
I stopped.
Oh, after the kids?
The kids were 18.
Well, that's child support.
Child support. No.
Alimony?
I only paid child support.
You didn't pay alimony?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Even though you were married were you married in California?
Yes.
Did he attempt to go for alimony?
I can't remember. I was married for a long time, and I never worked in that 14 years. I worked after my divorce.
Yeah, I'm sure it's complicated by that. But,
Yes.
So, but you were paying him child support?
Yes.
How much were you paying in child support?
$70,000 a year.
Quality. Hey.
Wow.
Why didn't he go for alimony? I mean, okay.
Because I did everything in order not to pay him.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
good for you.
Well, I will say this: while it is certainly the case that some women will pay men child support or alimony, my understanding is that 90% of child support payments go from men to women, and 97% of alimony payments go from men to women. So, I suppose if you're a woman and you're making a shit ton of money, to be fair, in the court system, there is a bias against men. However, if you're the breadwinner as a woman, if your husband wants to, he can go after you for alimony and child support if they were children. But in any case, if you're a man and you're the breadwinner, which is still the majority of relationships, I don't recommend it for men. So I don't think men should get married. Quality.
Justice is a beautiful thing, however rare it might happen, but just think about this. She is paying her ex-husband child support after he took her to court, and she did pull every possible stop just so she can escape from paying alimony to him. Now just imagine the outrage. If a guy had said those exact words, he would have been called all sort of names, because as called by this woman, any man with money can easily impress a woman.
You cannot be so overly impressed by a man with money that you value the money over yourself. And this is a very fine line. And I've noticed a lot of women that want to date the men for money, they fall into this trap. where they idolize the money so much that the man knows, like a man with money knows whether or not you idolize him for his money, like whether you're with him for his money. You still have to have standards for yourself. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of you will literally sell your soul for money. Okay, and it's very apparent, and that's how you get yourself stuck in shitty situations and toxic cycles, because money isn't everything. While money is super important, I'm not saying that money is not important. Bitch, I love money. Like, dating for money, immediately yes. Like, it is what it is, baby. Like, get with it or get lost. But smart women do not allow the money to control them. Women that are hardworking, women that make their own money, women that have their shit together on their own are always gonna be okay without the money.
All lies, and not a single truth. Women with money only want men with more money, so that they can fulfill their desires while he foots the bills. And the smart women you are talking about, they are masters of getting free dates and trips from men because they have sold their soul for it. And you are no exception, because if a man with enough status and money wanted you, then you would readily accept him.
Because they have their own. Do you know what I mean? This guy is adding to your life, right? He is not everything. He's not the entire cake. He's kind of like the cherry on top, okay? You need to be your entire cake. You need to be everything for yourself. And then when the man comes, he's adding extra. He's on top. He's doing all the things. But you know that the second he raises his voice, the second he starts manipulating you, the second he starts to try to control you, the second he starts to act poorly and make bad decisions, maybe he's cheating on you, maybe he's flirting with other girls, whatever it is, you're like, I'm not fucking playing with you right now. I'm gonna fucking dip. He's like, no, I'm gonna buy you the shell bag, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna buy that. A bitch that knows her worth, a bitch that knows, I want you to fucking write this down. A bitch that knows her worth and loves herself will put the richest man in the fucking friend zone if he's not fucking treating her good, okay? She will walk away from any man that does not give her the treatment that she knows she deserves. This is the bottom line when dating anybody, when literally dating anybody. You cannot value the money more than you value yourself. That's how you get yourself in bad situations. That's how you end up with bad partners. That's how you get stuck. Please understand that.
If you are everything in your life, then why do you even need the man? And no woman in her right mind is leaving a wealthy guy. Just ask Beyonce if she left Jay-Z after he cheated on her. And if a woman follows your advice, then she is only going to end up lonely and miserable, just like you are. And maybe you want more women to end up like yourself, or like this woman here.
I need to know from a men's perspective, are you all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting?
Let me explain something. I am somebody who does not approach girls very often, that I don't know. Let me clarify. Why do I do this? Is it like the girl says, am I just not man enough? Maybe. Or potentially, does it have something to do with the fact that the last, year, most of the content that we consume as men is women making it very loud and clear that they do not want men talking to them. They don't want it so bad that they want to be in a forest with a deadly bear over a man. But then when we hear them loud and clear, we take their feelings into account, we go, okay, fine, we understand, we won't talk to you. Now we're just feminine. Oh, you're waiting for the girl to come talk to you. Oh, blah, 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 blah. But then when I take your feelings into account and I go, I'm not going to approach this stranger because I can come across like a scary bear man. Now all of a sudden I'm feminine. I am actually not man enough because I am listening to what you are basically telling me to do. I've never understood how a girl can make a video like this and act like she can't fathom why a guy would not want to approach girls anymore after seeing plenty of content that guys have heard loud and clear. You do not like us. We get it.
The thing is, the average man is damned if he does something and is damned if he doesn't do something, because women would always find something to complain about, whether it is about paying for dates or not getting approached enough, or not getting the preferential treatment in general that they are used to.
This is why, in my opinion, a lot of the guys who are willing to approach girls are not going to be guys I feel like long term you're going to be able to date, because it shows that the guy lacks a certain amount of empathy. A group of friends who love to go and hit on girls. They literally will take time out of their weekend schedule to go to the mall, not to buy anything, just to walk around and hit on girls. And they'll get some girls' numbers. They actually do get some girls' numbers during this time. I've always wondered, and it's always fascinated me, that the girls who give out their numbers, do they not understand that a guy who is willing to just go up and approach you and just not think about the fact that maybe a girl doesn't want to be approached, probably does this to everybody, probably hits on everybody. And then you girls will want that kind of guy over a guy who's like, no, that'll make her uncomfortable. You know, I've heard loud and clear that they think we're creepy. If she's interested, she'll give me a look or do something that clearly, you know, is a little bit more showing maturity. The whole point is that there is no right answer, because you guys make countless amounts of videos talking about how you guys would rather be in a forest with a deadly bear, but then you also are going to make videos talking about how we're so feminine. We need to start approaching more random women, even when they are screaming loud and clear, do not talk to us. So which one is it? Because remember, the guys who are willing to approach you, 9 out of 10 times, they're not gonna last very long. They're doing this to everybody.